Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome on the Culture News. My name is David Serero, and I have the pleasure today on iHeart Radio to welcome what is for me simply the greatest band in the world, the greatest trio in the world, the most amazing singers. They are truly in the beautiful tradition of Italian singing. This when singers were singers. There's no need of auto-tune, no need of any ads on the voice. It's pure talent. Of course, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about I'm talking about Il Volo, the greatest trio in the world. I have today, I am so lucky, I'm the happiest man in the world today because I have Gianluca Ginoble. Oh my God, just the name, listen to that.
It was perfect.
Barone, Ignazio, Boschetto.
Perfect.
Three amazing singers. Just the name is very musical already, you know. They are here with us today. How are you guys?
David, that's too much. You said too many words for us. Thank you.
Listen, I love you guys. I'm a huge fan. And, you know, I don't know one person in the world who is not a fan of you guys because you're bringing so much and you carrying the culture of Italy throughout the world into your beautiful singing. So I'm going to ask you a very easy, simple question is, who are you?
Oh, wow.
You are asking us who we are?
So
yes,
we are three Italian guys that love music, loves bel canto, and we are trying to bring this Italian legacy and culture to people of our generation because we are 26 and 27. We are 27 years old. So we love music. Music is our life, and we really have to say thanks to our American fans because they've been supporting us since 13 years. And, you know, for us, singing on stage for our audience is like the most beautiful thing that could ever happen.
And did you guys know when you first met each other that there would be this beautiful, not just friendship stories, because this is one thing that is so beautiful about the three of you, is that we can tell that you guys care for each other, that it's a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, it's a team. We are like a family, three brothers. We are celebrating 13 years of career, following the steps of our idols.
Three brothers from different mothers.
Following the steps of Luciano Pavarotti, Andrea Bocelli, and many other singers. As you know, American Italian singers like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Perry Como, they were all half Italian. And that's why we are bringing also not just bel canto, but that kind of music. I don't know if you remember, but in 2012, we were touring as special guest with Barbra Streisand, performing Smile of Charlie Chaplin with her. So we had the chance to share the stage with so many idols and legends, and that made us really, how can I say?
Proud.
Yeah, really proud and happy to be singers, you know?
Absolutely. What about you, Signore?
About me?
Yeah.
I agree what Mr. Ginoble said. I agree. All it said.
That's good.
No, I mean, we couldn't imagine all that you know happened. I mean, we were three young men singing and dreaming a music life, and from Italy, from the little town, going to LA, to New York. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And if I think about it today, I still think that it's crazy.
You know what happened at the very first beginning when we flew to the United States and we signed this contract with this major. So we start participating to these parties that the label company was organizing. So we had the chance to have fun with Lady Gaga, Beyonce, all these huge stars. So when we flew back home and we were hanging out with our friends, and I was talking with my friends, said, "Oh, I was last week with Beyonce or something." They said, "Oh, you are complete out, you are complete crazy, I don't believe what you say. So I didn't say anything then to my friends, because you cannot say where you live. It was like a dream at the very first beginning.
Wow. But you guys are a dream. You guys are the American dream, because you mentioned, many times in your interview, you mentioned, of course, Pavarotti, you mentioned also Placido Domingo, Andrea Bocelli, but I think you brought your own signature. You brought the Il Volo signature, because on top of your beautiful singing and the harmony that you're doing, you're bringing a lot of youth, a lot of youth to the style. So what is, you think, because by example, also the Mio, we heard it from so many different singers and a lot of standards you sing, but now every time I hear a standards, I know it's Il Volo who sings it. What do you think is actually the Il Volo signature?
Yeah, but our goal has always been also to never lose our personality and our charisma, because that's the most important thing, to be unique, to not just pretend to be like the singers that used to be on top of the charts. And our style is unique. That's why we are, as I was saying before, we follow the steps of our idols to keep bringing this music also to the young generation, to all the people that love this music, because it's such a privilege to represent our country with our voices and to mix opera and pop.
I think that our signature is that we have 3 completely different voices. But then when we sing together, we always say 3 voices, 1 soul, because when we sing together in harmony, it looks like we were born together singing since 27 years, but then it comes so naturally. So we have to say thanks, because our relation really, it came up as a friendship, but now we're like 3 brothers, because when we are on stage and it comes up some problem, we understand that something is going wrong, so we help each other. And this happens also with our voices. The 3 voices completely different when we sing together. I think it's something unique that other singers, other single artists, when they do some duet, you can listen, it's a duet. But when we sing all together, you can listen 3 voices perfectly mixed.
Absolutely. And I love the phrase that you're saying, 3 voices, 1 soul. It's
well,
really
I like to say 3 souls, 1 voice. Because I mean, because we are 3 souls.
He never agreed with me.
Think about it. We are 3 voices, 1 soul, but we are also 3 souls and 1 voice.
Yeah.
My voice is mine, your voice is yours.
We have 1 voice. Right.
Oh, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. So we are fast forwarding, because you guys are so generous with me to take the time. I don't want to take too much time, but we fast forwarding to this new album. Of course, I'm a huge fan of all the albums you've done before. Just let me say them very quickly. The first one in 2010, Il Volo, then We Are Love, Buon Natale, the Christmas album, Grande Amore. There was an international version, then Amame Musica, and the new one, Il Volo sings Morricone. Can you please tell me what means Ennio for you as Italian? We know he sadly passed away not a long time ago. Did you have a chance to meet him? Is that how, or it's because he died that you wanted to pay a tribute to him? What
Also, yes.
means to you? What he means to you, and how this idea of doing this album came, please?
Morricone for us is an inspiration, the most famous Italian composer of all time that made history of movies, but also the best soundtracks ever. And that's why we decided to pay tribute to the maestro. We had the chance to share the stage with him in 2011, performing in Rome with his orchestra, La Sinfonietta, that we decided to put in our album. All the songs are recorded by the Sinfonietta in our album, his own orchestra that he founded, his own orchestra. But at the same time, we said that we decided to pick the best soundtracks like Ecstasy of Gold from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And we are coming back on tour, bringing all the repertoire of Maestro Morricone, but also our standards, all our most famous songs of our 13 years of career. The tour is named Il Volo Sings Morricone and More with full orchestra. And we're coming back in September and October in the States on tour.
I'd like to say something very important for us, because we are thankful to Ennio Morricone's family, because when the idea first came up, we called our label company to share this idea, but then right after we called Morricone's family, his son Andrea and the wife Maria, to share the ideas and to see what they think and thought. So they first say yes since the very first time, but Andrea Morricone, he came to the studio working with us, and the entire family gifted us with a beautiful lyrics of The Ecstasy of Gold. So this very famous melody from the movie the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, for the first time has been singing. So we have to say thanks to Andrea Morricone, the son of Ennio, because he written the lyrics. Right. He wrote the lyrics. So we'll be touring in all over the world, opening the shows with this song. So we really can't wait to listen that.
What about you, Signor? What means for you Ennio Morricone? How does it feel to sing also music that is designed for movies, to sing them on stage? What does it mean for you, sir?
Yeah, I mean, I think the interesting part of this project is that no one have dedicated an entire album to Ennio Morricone. I mean, a male artist, and it's been so interesting going through Ennio Morricone's world and legacy, and discovered also Ennio Morricone's operas. And as Piero said, we were so glad that the Ennio Morricone's family support us and allow us to pay tribute to him.
Where do you live? I live in New York, brother.
But I'm coming to our show.
Oh man, of course, I'm gonna come to every show. I think you know.
September 27th, Radio City Music Hall.
Which date is it?
September 27th.
Man, I'll be there. I'll be there on the first row. But you have to know that in all the dozens of millions of views that you have on each single that you have released, at least half of them, they come from me.
Oh, really?
Just so you know, you know.
Grazie.
Because I listen to what you guys do so well. So really, the album that you have done is, I listen to it all the time. It's really like you're listening to a movie. You know, you really feel a movie. I would love to see it as a film, to see it as a musical, maybe, you know, to see it. Do you guys have a plan one day? Because you're coming from Italy, the country of opera, where people mix the singing with the story, with the stage, and you guys show it perfectly how much soul and power you put in each of the words. Do you plan one day to do a musical, to do a show like this?
To everything. We are, thanks God, we are young, so we have time to do everything. And you know, we always say, if you keep dreaming, it means that you are still alive. So we always keep dreaming, and any suggestions, we are ready to listen.
The good thing is always have a goal to achieve, and my goal to achieve is doing the Lion King and Piero doing Simba, so I can grab him and do Simba.
Well, listen, I'm sure it's gonna go wonderful. So one last question. So I would love to know a little bit more about your vocals. How do you guys train your vocals? Because you know, sometimes you can go, your voice moved so well among the last 10 years, you became like almost tenor spinto in a way, like very in the Italian tradition of Franco Corelli and all these great tenors. How do you work on your vocals throughout all the years? Because you love to sing also very the Italian open, you know, but also you know how to cover it, to go to the high notes and all of that. What is I would say your personal approach to your vocal when you're singing Il Volo?
So a singer is the same to be a tennis player, a soccer player, an athletic, because you need an athlete. You need to train every single day, because the vocal is the most sensible and delicate instrument we have. So we keep training every day because the voice change every day, because you become more mature physically, but also vocally. So you need to train, especially with the genre and kind of music we sing, because as you said at the beginning, no auto-tune, no nothing recorded. So we really need to train every day to give our best and the 100% of our performances. So you need to train to give the best to your audience.
And how does it work when you guys are working on the song to incorporate, you know, the harmony? Or okay,
Yeah, I'm a baritone. I'm a baritone, and Ignazio and Piero are two tenors. That's when we work on the harmonies, we already know which part we have to sing, because I have the deepest voice. Ignazio has the higher notes, and Piero also, but more operatic voice. That's why it sounds very powerful when we sing the three of us all together, and that's what makes us Il Volo sound.
And this is absolutely gorgeous, and this is why we love you. I want to say to everyone that you have to run to see them on tour. You can go on their website and check all the dates. They're performing in Europe, performing in at the Arena di Verona. That must be quite something very important for you guys, right?
Arena di Verona, it's beautiful. So we start this worldwide tour at the end of May from the Arena of Verona, and then we go to Japan, all over Europe and the United States and South America.
See you in September and October in the States.
We're going to be there for you. And I want the whole country to go to see you and to listen and to stream and to share and to purchase this phenomenal album. It's such a great album. It's really a trip to movies, because we all know the music in the movies is great. Album by the wonderful band, best band in the world, Il Volo. These three phenomenal singers, Gianluca, Piero, and Ignazio. They are touring. They have this new album. I want to thank, of course, your wonderful management for putting it together. I want to thank Crossover Media and Mr. Max Horowitz for putting it together. Do you know, and I'll let you go with this, I promise you, no, sorry, sono di Parigi, sono francese, ma quando io parlo non posso, I can't stop, you know. I can't
Abbianto.
But you know, the very last question, you have a lot of young Italian singers or singers all over the world who didn't think about becoming a singer, but after listening to you, to see people of their age singing this beautiful material, they started to sing. For example, I know one singer called Sara Dell'Olio. She's a soprano, she does crossover and stuff. And she told me that it's really Il Volo that gave her the desire to become a singer. How does it feel, by example, for you guys to know that you have all these young singers who started to sing this particular repertoire, Nella Fantasia, Caruso, O Sole Mio, thanks to you?
You know, I think that what we sing is not a commercial thing in these days. And I think Il Volo gave courage and try to make young generation, young people like us, make them to let understand them that they have to be brave, because you have to always follow your dream, follow your passion, do what you love, and never try to sell yourself to something that is commercial, but that is not you.
But you have to be also responsible on what you
Of
do.
course.
And you need to, as I said before, study every single day. But if you love singing this genre, this kind of music, just keep singing it. Just follow your heart, follow your taste, follow your voice and your mind.
Well, now we have a big problem in America, is that all the women in America, they are in love with you, you know? So now I try to have the beard like Piero. I try to grow the hair like, you know, Gianluca, Ignazio, because now you became, you know, all the women are in love with you guys. So you know, it's hard. You know,
let's hang out together, all together, when we are in New York.
Absolutely. Well, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Grazie.
This means
Thank you.
un grande onore per me. Sono un
In New
grande
York,
ammiratore
David.
di vostro talento. Io amo voi. Grazie mille. Viva
Ci vediamo
l'Italia.
a New York.
Viva il volo. Viva il
Ciao,
volo.
David.
We love
Ciao,
you. Thank
ciao.
you.